We got week 10 picks. Last week was another dookie. I dropped a dookie. I went 6-8, and my record is not even looking good anymore. But we got week 10, and I felt really shisty on this one. So I got hella upsets because that's just what's been going on in the NFL. Hella upsets that I can't predict. So this week I went nuts to the wall, and I just picked some crazy shit. So let's start it off. Thursday night, I'm not going to pick anything crazy on here. We got Baltimore versus Miami. Now, we're not certain who's going to play yet for Miami. We don't know if it's going to be Tua or if it's going to be Jacoby. But it really doesn't matter. Baltimore is going to roll. And that's mainly because when Lamar Jackson wants to turn it on, he turns it on. And they win the games. So this is going to be another victory for that Baltimore team. Top AFC team. Speaking of top AFC, we got Titans versus the Saints, and the Titans are going to win this one as well, but I think they're going to struggle a little bit because they don't have Derrick Henry. I know they didn't struggle last week against the Rams, and the Rams are way more formidable than the Saints, but I think they're going to kind of tweak out a little bit in this game, but they're still going to get the W, and that's due to the fact that the Saints still don't have a quarterback. Another top of the AFC team, we got Bills versus Jets. Now, to be honest, I wanted to pick an upset here. But last time the Jets beat the Titans, I kind of let that get to me. And then I picked the Jets the next week. And it just didn't work out. So because the Bills lost to Jacksonville last week, my fault. Because the Bills lost to Jacksonville last week, I wanted to pick the Jets here, but I just couldn't. So I just gave it a close score, 24-21. Inevitably, the score doesn't really fucking matter. It just depends on who I pick. So it's the Bills. All right, Lions versus Steelers. The Steelers robbed the Bears on Monday night. That's just what it is. So I'm gonna go for the Lions, and I'm gonna pick the Lions, 20-17. Let's go Lions. I say that because the Bears don't even play this week, so I guess I'll be a Lions fan for now. Jacksonville versus Colts. The Colts are gonna walk them. They're at home, especially. So it's gonna be 8-31. That's what I'm feeling. I know Jacksonville, like I said, they just got their first win in America last week. But the Colts, they're starting to get some shit together. The run game, Carson Wentz, this and that, 31-8. Bucks coming off of their bye week, though they are injured. I think Washington's coming off of their bye week as well. Though the Bucks are kind of injured still, you got to pick them. You have to pick them. They still have Tom Brady, and Washington's not very good anymore. Despite that run last year that they had kind of in the playoffs. It wasn't really a run, but there was an attempt. Now, this is a tough one right here. We're not sure if Nick Chubb is going to play or not, but I'm going to give it to the Patriots just due to the fact that I'm feeling kind of crazy. I think right now the Patriots are still favored by like 2.5 points. That's according to ESPN. So I'm going to take them by 2, 30-28. I'm just like a Cleveland Brown hater, I suppose. And I'm kind of starting to fuck with the Patriots and Mac Jones. So I'll give this a Patriots victory at home. Now we got another weird one that I'm picking here. I'm going to take the Falcons after they just won last week to the Saints, but barely. They almost blew a lead. And Dallas, they're still very, very good. I know they dropped the ball last week against the Broncos, and that happens to every team's, once or twice a year. So that was the one time that they did it. But I think my prediction, Younghoe Koo is going to hit another game-winning field goal in this one. And I'm not just like slandering the Cowboys here. That's just my crazy prediction. I don't think the fucking Cowboys fell off the face of the earth because of last week. They're still a good team and all that shit, but that's just what I'm feeling right now. Panthers versus the Cardinals. I think Kyler Murray is still questionable. It doesn't really matter though. They won without him last week, so I'm gonna give it to them again, 23-10. Cam Newton has signed with the Panthers. He's not gonna play this week, but that just goes to show. Sam Darnold, I think they gave up on him. So Cam Newton's probably going to be the starter for the Panthers team. I'm excited to see what he can do for the rest of the year. We got another close one for the Vikings. They are playing the Chargers. And I'm going to take the Chargers. I've been taking the Chargers a lot, and I feel like a lot of people have as well. And sometimes when the Chargers are in these close games and stuff like that, we're kind of like, we have high expectations for the Chargers. I know I do, and this shit's kind of wild. They're only, like a game or so above 500. I think 2 games now. But I think they can beat the Vikings here in a close one. The Vikings are a very formidable team, but they just tend to kind of tweak out. So I'll give it to the Chargers. And then here we got another crazy one. Russell Wilson coming back from his phalange injury. And then what's his name? Aaron Rodgers coming back from his little COVID shit. I'm gonna take Russell Wilson, bro. He called me crazy. I know they're in Green Bay, all that shit, but I'm gonna fucking take the Seahawks. Fuck it. I think the Seahawks are gonna be a playoff team. All right, so it's gonna start right here, right now, and the Packers are gonna lose 2 in a row. I'm not hating on the Packers, okay? I just was feeling shiesty. It's gonna be a close one though, for sure, for sure. Eagles, Broncos. I am still not a believer in the Broncos, despite what their record says. So I'm gonna take the Eagles. I'm gonna say Jalen Hurts is gonna do his little tingy ting to win this one, 23-21. Well, that's a little bit of a spoiler, but yeah, I'm gonna take the Raiders in this one against Kansas City. I think we're gonna see Derek Carr play how he played in the beginning of the season. He's gonna throw for like 350 and 3 tuds. I know they don't have Derrick Henry. I don't know if that was a factor last week, and like that was the reason that they lost to the Giants. I don't really know what happened in that game. I didn't watch it. I didn't hear about it. None of that shit. But I'm going to take the Raiders. I know that last week I said that the Chiefs were going to start to roll after they beat Green Bay. But the way that they beat Green Bay wasn't even convincing, so I don't think the Chiefs are going to roll. I think the Raiders are going to show little flashes of what they did in the beginning of the season. So I'll give it to the Raiders. San Fran versus the Rams, and the Rams just added Odell Beckham Jr. I don't get that one because like reports were saying he wants to be WR1. He wants to go somewhere where maybe he can re-sign next year because this is his first time being a free agent. So I don't know how the Rams would be a place where he could re-sign next season because they have hella people that they have to pay, I believe. So this looks like he's just going to LA for like a 1-year type of thing to try to get a ring. But yeah, I'm going to take the Rams for sure, 34-22. The 49ers, you guys got to get past Jimmy Garoppolo. I think it's kind of time. Use Trey Lance. Take a little page out of the old Bears book. And that's it. Those are all the games. I guess this is Monday night. I didn't even notice. But yeah, like I said, bro, I got some crazy picks in here. We'll see if it bites me in the ass, but NFL's been crazy for the last couple of weeks. So I like it. Let me know what you think.